Hi everyone. I'm Xiaomo from Susan's family. Today, I'm going to show you a design from the Dunhuang series, the Lotus Algae Well Reversible Pillowcase. For this electronic tutorial, you can search for susud.com on the website and check it out. This pillowcase is divided into three parts: the main part, the edging, and the decorations. Let's take a look at the main part first. The main part includes two pieces, piece 1 and piece 2. These two pieces are identical. Each contains 4 motifs. The first motif is a complete one. When crocheting the last round of the remaining motifs, work and join along the side with the completed motifs. Let's start with the first complete motif. Now, let's take a look at the chart. Motif. Start with the magic ring technique, and crochet in rounds counterclockwise. While crocheting, you will need to switch colors. The first 5 rounds use the following stitches: chain stitches, single crochets, tighten slip stitches, loose slip stitches, double crochets, DC2 in 1, DC2 bobble, TR2 bobble. Now, let's show. First, start with the magic ring. Note that in this sample, the yarn and color schemes are not for reference. I will only explain the method. For specific yarn and color choices, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. Now, let's cast on. Hang the yarn on your left hand like this. That's how you complete the casting on. Then hook 8 single crochets into the large space of the magic ring. Start with a chain stitch to begin. After completing, tighten the yarn tail of the cast-on. Finally, slip stitch to the first single crochet. Pull tight. Now let's work on the second round. For this round, there is no need to change colors. Simply start with 3 chain stitches as the turning chain. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. Next, in the same position, continue with 1 double crochet. This is equivalent to increasing 1 stitch. Next, work a DC2 in 1. That means making 2 double crochets in the same position. We will now hook on the next stitch. One, 2. The DC2 in 1 is completed. Then continue making a DC2 in 1 in each of the remaining stitches. after you finish this round. Finally, slip stitch join into the beginning chain. Pull tight. Secure with a chain stitch. Break the yarn. The second round is finished. Now let's start the third round. This round requires a color change. Everyone please take the corresponding yarn. I will still use cotton yarn for demonstration. Color options are not for reference. We find the double crochet stitch on the right side of the slip stitch from the previous round. Right here. Start joining the yarn from here. Hang the yarn with your left hand. Draw the yarn through. Now the yarn is successfully joined. Then make a chain stitch to start. Crochet one single crochet stitch in the same position below. You can place the yarn tail above the hook while crocheting. This way, you can weave in the ends as you go along. After completing, make 5 chain stitches. Next, skip one stitch without crocheting. Crochet one single crochet stitch in the next double crochet stitch. Then continue with 5 chain stitches. Skip one stitch without crocheting, then one single crochet stitch. Everyone continues to crochet the entire round using this method. Finally, join with a slip stitch into the single crochet stitch. Pull tight. The third round is finished. For the fourth round, there's no need to switch colors. We need to transition the starting position over to the chain space on the left. Here, you need to make one loose slip stitch. This completes the transition. After finishing, make one beginning chain stitch. Continue by crocheting 2 single crochet stitches in the large space. Then 3 chain stitches. In the next chain space, 2 single crochet stitches. This round is just a repeat. Crochet 2 single crochets in the chain space, with 3 chains in between. Everyone continue working downward. Join with a slip stitch. Secure with 1 chain stitch. Break the yarn. The fourth round is done. For the fifth round, you'll need to change colors. Take the corresponding yarn. We find the spot where we broke the yarn earlier. On the left side, there's this chain space. We'll start joining the yarn here. The method for joining the yarn is the same. After joining, make 3 beginning chains. Then continue with 1 double crochet. Similarly, while crocheting, you can press down on the yarn tail. We consider the position that has been crocheted as a special DC2 bobble. This is its stitch. After completing, make 3 chain stitches. Next, we encounter TR2 bobble stitch. First, hook 2 incomplete treble crochets. Start with the first one, yarn over twice. Insert the hook. Yarn over and draw the yarn through. Yarn over again. Pull through twice. Once, twice. That completes 1 incomplete treble crochet. Continue with another one. Yarn over twice. Yarn over and pull through twice, once. Twice. Another one is done. Now there are 3 loops left on the hook. Yarn over and draw through all loops once. 1 TR2 bobble stitch is completed. For convenience in explanation, we'll simply call it a TR2 bobble stitch. After completion, chain 3. Continue downward into the chain space and hook 1 DC2 bobble stitch. Similarly, first hook 2 incomplete double crochets. Yarn over with the hook. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through once. This is an incomplete double crochet. After completing it, continue with another one, yarn over. Yarn over again, and pull through once. There are now 3 loops remaining on the hook. Finally, yarn over and draw through all loops. That completes a DC2 bobble stitch. Again, for convenience in explanation, we'll simply call it a DC2 bobble stitch. After finishing, work 1 chain stitch. From here on, it's repeating the process of making DC2 bobble stitches and TR2 bobble stitches into chain spaces. With chain spaces in between, let's continue onward. First, work a DC2 bobble stitch. Chain 3. Then work a TR2 bobble stitch. Chain 3. Continue within this chain space. Work a DC2 bobble stitch. After completing it, work 1 chain stitch. After everyone finishes this round, finally slip stitch join to that special DC2 bobble stitch. Join with a slip stitch. Tighten. Break the yarn. The 5th round is completed. Now let's work on the 6th round. Everyone take the corresponding yarn. At the position where we just broke the yarn, join the new yarn. After joining, make 1 chain to start. Continue with 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Then work 1 half double crochet and 2 double crochets into the chain space on the left side. After completing, make a double crochet on the TR2 bobble stitch first. Below, you'll encounter the CH3SL picket. For convenience in explanation, we'll call it the picket stitch. First, make 3 chains. Then pick up the 2 strands below. Crochet 1 slip stitch. This completes the picket stitch. Continue by working 1 double crochet in the same position. After completing, work into the chain space on the left side. Symmetrically work 2 double crochets. One half double crochet. Then, work a single crochet into the stitch of the 2 DC2 bobble stitches on the left side. Next, in the chain space, work 1 half double crochet and 2 double crochets. On the TR2 bobble stitch, start with 1 double crochet. Then work a picket stitch. Let me demonstrate the picket stitch technique again. Begin with 3 chain stitches. After completing, pick up the 2 strands below. Work 1 slip stitch. Then continue by working 1 double crochet in the same position. Followed by symmetrical stitching. Everyone can finish now. Finally, join with a slip stitch to the single crochet stitch. Tighten it. The 6th round is complete. Now let's work on the 7th round. Find the spot where we broke the yarn earlier. It's a DC2 bobble stitch on the right side. At its upper back position. Approximately this area, randomly pick up 2 strands. And join the yarn. After completing, make 1 chain as the beginning chain. Continue with 1 single crochet in this spot. The joining position here can be approximate. It's just for a securing point. At the upper back position. It doesn't matter if your stitches look different. Once done, make 5 chain stitches. Then continue by finding the left side, where there is a special DC2 bobble stitch. Similarly, at its back. Randomly pick up 2 threads and work 1 single crochet. Next, make 3 chain stitches. Then 1 single crochet below, work it into the upper back of the T or 2 bobble stitch. Likewise, here, estimate the position, and pick up 2 threads, work 1 single crochet. Then make 3 chain stitches. Followed by another single crochet below, at the upper back of the DC2 bobble stitch. Work 5 chain stitches. Continue. Pick up from the upper back and work a single crochet. For this round, simply repeat working single crochets at the upper back of the DC2 bobble and TR2 bobble, in the middle with chain stitches as intervals. Everyone finish this round. Lastly, join with a slip stitch to the starting single crochet. The 7th round is now completed. Next, let's work on the 8th round. There will be no color changes for this round. If you think there are too many yarn tails before starting, you can take a moment to weave them in. I've already hidden them here. Now, work 1 slip stitch. Transition to the starting position. After completing, start with 3 chain stitches. Then work 1 double crochet. Similarly, this will be a special DC2 bobble stitch here. Next, 3 chain stitches. TR2 bobble stitch. Three chain stitches. DC2 bobble stitch. Then 1 single crochet, work into the chain space on the left side. After completing, make 5 chains. Continue with 1 single crochet. The technique for this round is somewhat similar to the 5th round. Everyone refer to the pattern chart and complete it. The last stitch is a single crochet. Then join with a slip stitch in the stitch of the special DC2 bobble stitch. Pull tight. Round 8 is completed. Now let's move on to round 9. We start from the position where the yarn was cut. Join the yarn at the chain space on the right side. Begin with 1 chain stitch. Then make 1 single crochet. Move down, work 4 double crochets into the chain space on the left side. Followed by 1 treble crochet, wrap the yarn around the hook twice. Draw the yarn through. Once. Twice, 3 times. 1 treble crochet is now complete. Move down to the stitch of the TR2 bobble. Start with 1 treble crochet. Followed by 1 picket stitch. Similarly, pick up the 2 threads below and work it. Continue with 1 treble crochet, in the same position. Maintain symmetry as you continue crocheting. Start with 1 treble crochet. Then 4 double crochets. Next, crochet 1 single crochet and 1 chain into the chain space. Continue with 1 more single crochet, work it in this spot. We can consider the part we've crocheted as 1 petal. Afterward, just repeat crocheting the petals, the single crochets and chains. Everyone, finish this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch. The 9th round is completed. Now let's work on the 10th round. Similarly, take the corresponding yarn. Find the small chain space, where the yarn was broken. Start joining the yarn here. But note that you need to secure the petals from the 6th round. Here, we insert the hook into the picket stitch, approximately in the middle position. Then, pass through the small chain space above at the same time. Next, start joining the yarn. After joining the yarn, make 3 beginning chains. Continue with 3 transition chains. Then work 1 double crochet stitch here. Remember, you still need to pass through both the picket stitch and the small chain space behind. The insertion position here is approximately correct. You just need to secure the petals. After that, make 3 chains. Then work 1 single crochet stitch. Work it on the back top of the special DC2 bobble stitch. The method is the same as before. Randomly pick up 2 strands of yarn, and work 1 single crochet stitch. Then make 5 chains. Next, on the back top of the TR2 bobble stitch, work 1 single crochet stitch. Continue with 5 chains. Then work another single crochet stitch below, on the back top of the DC2 bobble stitch. Followed by 3 chains. Below, you'll need to secure the petals again. Yarn over with your hook and insert it into the center of the picket stitch, through the small chain space. Make 1 double crochet. After completing, chain 3. Continue with another double crochet while passing through both layers. This secures another small petal. Everyone repeat this process to work the entire round. Remember, every time when you reach the dent, secure the small petals. Once you all finish, join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the beginning chain. Tighten the yarn. The 10th round is now complete. Next, we'll work on the 11th round. For the 11th round, there's no need to switch colors. Adjust the starting position slightly. After completing, start with 4 chain stitches. These 4 chains count as 1 treble crochet. Then make 2 incomplete treble crochets. One, 2. Finally, yarn over once, and pull through. We consider the position that we have crocheted as a special TR3 bobble stitch. The technique is similar to before, but this time it's with 3 treble crochets. Earlier, it was with 2 stitches. After finishing, make 4 chain stitches. Next, you'll encounter a DTR3 bobble. Yarn over 3 times. Draw the yarn through. Continue wrapping the yarn. Hook out once. Yarn over twice. 3 times. Like this, an incomplete double treble crochet is done. Continue and hook out 2 more. Yarn over 3 times. Pull through 3 times in order. Another one is completed. Let's continue with 1 more. Now there are 4 loops left on the hook. Yarn over once, and pull through. Like this, a DTR3 bobble is done. For convenience in explanation, it's simply called a DTR3 bobble stitch. Continue with 4 chain stitches. After completing, make a TR3 bobble. First, work 3 incomplete treble crochets. After completing the 3, yarn over and pull through in sequence. Thus, a TR3 bobble stitch is completed. Then, chain 3 after completion. followed by 1 single crochet. Crochet it into the chain space made of 5 chains. This chain space made of 3 chains does not need to be crocheted. Continue with 3 chains. 1 single crochet. 3 chains. 1 single crochet. After completion, continue to crochet 3 chain stitches from this position. 1 single crochet. We can see that there are a total of 6 single crochets here. 3 on each side. In the middle, they are connected by chain stitches. Continue with 3 chains. This chain space does not need to be crocheted. Crochet downwards to the top corner position. First, crochet a TR3 bobble. Then, 4 chain stitches. Next, a DTR3 bobble. After completing the 3 incomplete stitches, pull the yarn through all loops for the final time. Another DTR3 bobble completed. 4 chain stitches. Continue with another TR3 bobble. This way, another top corner is completed. Everyone, pay attention while crocheting the petals. Don't cover them up. Continue downward. Everyone, follow this method to complete the entire round. Finally, join with the special TR3 bobble stitch. The 11th round is completed. Break the yarn. This is what it looks like after completing the 11th round. Move on to the 12th round. Locate the position where the yarn was broken, near the position of the DTR3 bobble stitch. Right here. We will start joining the yarn from this stitch. After joining, make 3 chain stitches to begin. Then, continue with 3 chain stitches as an interval. Next, crochet 2 double crochets in this spot. Once done, in the 4 chain spaces on the left, crochet 3 double crochets each. I have already completed 4 chain spaces here. Then, we move to the center position. In this chain space, start with 1 double crochet. Then make 1 chain stitch. Continue with another double crochet at this position. Proceed to crochet 3 double crochets in each of these 4 chain spaces. After completing that, we reach the corner. Similarly, on the stitch of the DTR3 bobble, start by making 2 double crochets. Then, chain 3. Continue with 2 more double crochets at this position. For this round, repeat the pattern of double crochets and chains. The method is quite simple. Once you finish this round, crochet 1 last double crochet at the joining spot. Then slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the beginning chain. That completes round 12. Now, move on to round 13. First, adjust the starting position. Make 1 slip stitch. Then, chain 1 as a beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet. Chain 3. Continue with another single crochet into this chain space. This completes the corner position. Next, work single crochets into each double crochet stitch in sequence. Keep crocheting until just before this chain at the center position. Now, I've reached the corresponding position. Work 1 single crochet into the next chain space as usual. Then continue to work single crochets in each stitch accordingly. At the top corner position, make 2 single crochets, followed by 3 chains as a space interval. Once you finish this round, end with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn. Round 13 is now complete. Let's move on to round 14. First, join the yarn. We'll start by joining the yarn in this chain space, where the yarn was broken. Work 1 single crochet. Then make 3 chains. Continue with 1 single crochet below in this chain space. Keep crocheting single crochets as you go down. Keep in mind that for this round, you need to press the yarn down. Work TR6 bobble stitch. You need to bring the yarn to the corresponding position. First, to make a TR6 bobble, take the yarn you need. Then continue with single crochet. When you crochet here, place the yarn above the hook. Pressing it down. Continue with single crochets below. Keep the yarn above the hook as you work. Weave in the ends as you go along. At the beginning, you can leave the yarn tail a little longer. Make sure it doesn't slip off. We keep crocheting single crochets. Crochet until you reach the third one from the right to left, which corresponds to the single crochet below the middle treble crochet of the 3 treble crochets. It's right here. Now I have crocheted to the position that corresponds to the previous stitch. Crochet the single crochet below. We need to carry the remaining petal along to make it lie flatter. When crocheting here, pass through the petal at the same time. Similarly, just insert into an approximate position here. Then, pass through the stitch behind as well. While crocheting, still, place the yarn over your hook. Work a single crochet. Everyone can see that this petal is now secured. Continue crocheting single crochets downward. Remember, the yarn should be held over the hook for the entire process. Now we're at the stitch before the center position for the single crochet. Since the next stitch requires a TR6 bobble, for convenience, we'll refer to them as bean stitch. Here you need to draw the yarn through in advance. We'll start with an incomplete single crochet. That's it, it's done. Next, pull the new yarn through. Gently tug on the original yarn a little. Below, you'll need to crochet the bean stitch. Start with 6 incomplete treble crochets. Pay attention to the insertion point. It's in the chain space between 2 double crochets from round 10. When crocheting, make sure to wrap the chain from round 11 as well. That is, insert the hook through the chain space from below, and also come out above the chain space of round 11. Continue with 5 more. You might find it a bit tricky to insert here. Just go slowly while crocheting. Once you finish these 6 incomplete treble crochets, since the next round requires regular single crochets, we'll still pull the original yarn through in advance here. Tidy up a little bit. That's how you finish one bean stitch. Continue working 5 single crochets evenly. Do not count the position of the middle single crochet. Work this stitch below. You can see that it matches symmetrically with this stitch. Similarly, counting from the left, it's the single crochet stitch corresponding to the middle double crochet of the third group of 3 double crochets. Here, you also need to secure the petals in place. We insert into both the picket stitch position and the single crochet stitch. Make 1 single crochet. That secures another one. Continue working below. Work single crochets into each stitch below in sequence. Work single crochets and chain stitches at the corners. Work below. At this corner, normally press the yarn. Continue working 10 single crochets below. The next stitch needs to secure the petal. Insert at the same time into the picket stitch and the single crochet stitch. Work 1 single crochet. Continue working single crochets below. Work until the stitch before the center position single crochet. Here you need to work 1 incomplete single crochet. Change the yarn first. Then work the bean stitch. First, work 6 incomplete treble crochets. At the same time, pick up the chain space and the chain stitch above. We hook out 6. After completing them, switch colors. Take the original yarn and pull through. Move on to below. Continue working single crochets. After everyone finishes, you can adjust the bean stitch a bit. Another bean stitch is done. Later, everyone can refer to the previous technique to crochet the entire round. Remember to carry the yarn and secure the petals. Finally, join with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn. Here, we can cut off the yarn for the bean stitch. Up to this point, the 14th round is finished. Moving on, from the 15th to the 17th rounds, you need to change colors in each round. In the middle position, work double crochets evenly. At the corner positions, make double crochets and chain stitches. The method is quite simple. Just join the yarn at the corresponding positions and crochet. For rounds 18 and 19, there's no need to change colors. The stitch pattern at the corner positions remains the same. Please note that, after finishing one round, you need to adjust the starting position. The method for adjustment is also the same. Crochet loose slip stitches. Finish crocheting all the remaining parts, and fasten off the yarn. After completing all the motifs, remember to weave in all ends. Up to this point, the first motif is complete. Let's move on to the second motif. The first 18 rounds are identical to the crochet technique used in the first motif. Finish those first. Then we'll look at round 19. Based on the chart, direct your starting position to the right. The position that needs connecting is this one here. Crochet up to the chain space while referring to the pattern. You can see I've reached the corresponding position. Now crochet the stitches in the chain space. First, 2 double crochets. Then 1 chain stitch. Follow up with another chain stitch. This chain stitch needs to be connected. Let's finish it first. Then take out the first motif. The beginning chain position should also face the top right. The position that needs connecting is this one here. We'll place the completed motif on the right side. After crocheting the second chain stitch, draw the yarn loop through this chain space. That's how you connect it. After completing that, continue with one more chain stitch. This chain stitch is not connected. The next double crochet needs to be connected. Likewise, finish this double crochet first. Then on the right side, at the corresponding position, draw the loop through. That connects another part. Continue with a double crochet that doesn't need to be connected. The stitch in the chain space is now completed. Continue with one more double crochet. This double crochet needs to be connected. Likewise, finish this double crochet first. Skip one stitch. Draw the loop through on the next stitch. You can see that everything matches up here. Work the next double crochet. No connection needed. Crochet it normally. Work one double crochet in the next chain space. You need to connect this one. Skip one stitch, then draw the loop through on the next stitch. Continue with another double crochet. Work one more double crochet in the chain space. This double crochet needs to be connected. Skip one stitch, draw the loop through on the next stitch. Here. By observing we can find out that every connection is made with the double crochet in the chain space. This double crochet stitch on the double crochet stitch is worked normally without any connection. Everyone continue crocheting following this method. Now we've reached the corners chain space. Work one double crochet first. Continue with another double crochet. This stitch needs to be connected. Then make one chain. The next chain needs to be connected. Likewise. Draw the loop through in this large space. This completes the connection. Continue and finish the remaining one chain. After crocheting, there are still 2 double crochets needed in this large hole. Everyone look. This side is now fully connected. If during the connecting process, the number of stitches left at the end is uneven, you can, when connecting on the right side, skip an extra stitch or don't skip any to draw the loop through. As long as the connected piece stays flat and doesn't have large spaces, that's fine. There's no need to connect the lower section. Just work double crochets normally. Everyone finish crocheting the remaining part. Finally, join with the beginning chain using a slip stitch. Everyone, look at the second motif. It's now completed. Move on to crochet the third motif. Similarly, finish the first 18 rounds. Now let's work on round 19. According to the chart, we can see that the side that needs to be connected is this one. Connect it to the first motif. Transition well to the starting position. Chain 3 as a beginning chain. Then work 1 double crochet, work 1 chain stitch. The second chain stitch needs to connect. First, finish this chain stitch. Next, locate the spot where the previous two motifs were connected. Here there is a braid. We will start from this braid. Draw the loop through. This completes the connection. After finishing, work 1 chain stitch. The next double crochet stitch also needs to be connected. First, finish this double crochet stitch. Then draw the loop through at the corresponding position. When connecting, keep the motif you're working on at your left-hand side. Place the part you want to connect on your right-hand side. This makes it easier to work with. Continue with 1 double crochet stitch. This double crochet stitch does not need to be connected. This double crochet stitch requires connection. Skip 1 stitch. And draw the loop through in the next stitch. The connecting method for the following part is the same as the previous connecting method. Make sure you complete the connection. You've reached the chain space again. 1 double crochet stitch does not need to be connected. Connect the second stitch. One chain stitch does not need to be connected. The next stitch is a chain stitch, which needs to be connected. The connecting position is also at this large gap. Draw the loop through. Continue with 1 more chain stitch. Keep going and work 2 double crochets in the large hole. Everyone, take a look at the third motif. The part that needs to be connected is now complete. Then it goes back to normal. Just crocheting double crochets and chains. Everyone, finish crocheting the rest. By this point, the third motif is finished. Now move on to crochet the fourth motif. Similarly, first finish the first 18 rounds. After completing, you can refer to the pattern to check the joining positions. There are 2 of them. This one and this one. The joining method is the same for both. Everyone, start crocheting. Now crochet the last round of the fourth motif. Begin with a transition at the starting position. 3 chain stitches as beginning chains, 1 double crochet, 1 chain stitch. for the next chain stitch, where you need to connect. Pull the loop through the last chain stitch. One double crochet that needs to be connected. The joining method on this side is the same as before. It's the same connecting technique. Everyone, continue to connect downwards. Now we're back at the corner. One double crochet. No connection needed. The second double crochet needs to be connected. After completing one chain stitch, the second chain stitch needs to be connected. We find the connecting point in the middle position. Locate the connection here. From about this position, hook out the loop. Then, one chain stitch. This way, the fourth motif and the second motif are connected on this edge. Next, connect the fourth motif to the third motif. When connecting here, simply hook out one stitch from about this position. Continue connecting downward. One double crochet stitch. This stitch needs to be connected. Continue with one double crochet stitch. This stitch does not need to be connected. Move downward. One double crochet stitch for connection. The crocheting method for the back part is the same as the front. Everyone, keep going until you finish connecting this edge. Look at the two sides of the fourth motif. They are now completely connected. Moving down, it's double crochet and chain stitches again. No more connections needed afterward. Finish crocheting. The fourth motif is complete. Everyone, hide all the yarn tails properly. Up to this point, we have finished with fabric piece 1. Everyone, follow the same method to crochet fabric piece 2 as well. It is identical to fabric piece 1. Up to here, we've covered the main part. Next, let's crochet the edging. The first round and second round of the edging are completed separately on the two fabric pieces. Starting from the third round, crochet by combining the two fabric pieces together. Leave the opening part for the cushion. Now, let's show. First, crochet the first round. We start by joining the yarn at the top right corner. After joining the yarn, crochet the stitches in this chain space. Three chain stitches. Two double crochets. One more chain stitch. One double crochet, skip one stitch and leave it unworked. Repeat crocheting one chain stitch and one double crochet. The chain stitch corresponding to the double crochet stitch does not need to be worked. Keep crocheting until just before the boundary position. Now I've reached the corresponding position. Below, at the connection point on both sides of the chain spaces, crochet one double crochet each. One chain stitch in the middle as an interval. Then continue alternating between chain stitches and double crochets. Normally crochet the corner chain space as well. For every boundary position you encounter next, follow the pattern of crocheting one double crochet into both chain spaces on either side, with one chain stitch in the middle. Everyone, follow this method to complete the entire round. Up to this point, the first round is done. Now let's move on to the second round. First, transition the starting position. After completing, make 1 chain stitch to start, then crochet 1 single crochet. Continue crocheting single crochets correspondingly. Crochet single crochets into both the double crochet stitches and the chain spaces. Pay attention though. At the motif boundary positions, you need to work 2 single crochets into the chain stitch between the 2 double crochets. This is also specially marked on the chart. At the corners, work 3 single crochets as usual. Everyone, finish this round as well. Finally, work 2 single crochets into the chain space. Join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. This completes the second round. Now I've already finished the first 2 rounds of fabric piece 1. Everyone, finish the first 2 rounds of fabric piece 2 as well. After finishing, break the yarn. Note that you don't need to break the yarn for fabric piece 1. Now let's move on to the third round. Take out the completed fabric piece 2. Again, I'll demonstrate with a swatch here. We need to join these 2 fabric pieces, with their wrong sides facing each other. When the wrong sides are facing each other, you can ignore the orientation of the beginning chain. It can face any direction. This won't affect the crocheting that comes after. Now let's start crocheting. First, make 1 chain as a beginning chain. Next, pass the crochet hook through 1 single crochet of fabric piece 1. And also the corresponding single crochet of fabric piece 2. That is, the stitch on the far right. Draw the yarn through. Make 1 single crochet. This connects the 2 pieces together. Next, continue to work corresponding single crochets, going through both fabric piece 1 and fabric piece 2. You can see that the cushion is now connected. Let's consider the edge of the piece as the first side. Here is the first side. The second side. Below is the third side. The far right of the piece is the fourth side. We will crochet the first 3 sides first. Pay attention, every stitch here needs to go through both pieces. Now I have finished crocheting the third side. Moving down, only the fourth side remains unconnected. Mindful that when you reach a certain point on this side, there's no need to continue crocheting together. Let's make a mark first. At the corner position, don't count the 3 single crochets. Continue counting upwards for 12 single crochets. Which is this spot here? We'll make a mark on the 12th stitch. Right here, you can take some spare yarn or remaining strands from home. Cut out 2 yarn tails. And hook them out. Make a slip knot. This area needs to be crocheted together. Upwards. We also need to mark a point above. Again, don't count the 3 single crochets at the corner. Continue counting downwards for 12 single crochets. Which is this spot here? Make a mark on the 12th stitch. The position between the marks does not need to be connected. This will form the opening of the pillow. Continue crocheting downwards. Crochet all the way to the marked position. When you encounter the marked position going down, similarly, make 1 single crochet. After finishing, remove the yarn tail. The section behind this does not need to be connected. Continue with single crochets. Release the fabric piece below. No need to crochet directly on the fabric piece above. Continue crocheting single crochets. Crochet until 1 stitch before the mark. Now I've reached the corresponding position. Next, we will take the hook and pass through the marked position. Then continue to find the corresponding 12th stitch below. It's right here. Combine and make a single crochet. Take the yarn tail. Then it's merging crochet again. Everyone finish crocheting the remaining part. and end with a slip stitch. Pull tight. The third round is now complete. We can see that fabric piece 2 still has one row of single crochets left. It hasn't been crocheted yet. We'll leave this section unworked for now. Now let's start crocheting. For the fourth round, start with 1 chain stitch, then work 2 single crochets in sequence. After completing, make 3 chain stitches. Skip the next 2 stitches and leave them unworked. On the third stitch, continue with 1 single crochet. Then make 3 chain stitches again. Skip another 2 stitches. Work 1 single crochet. Now, keep repeating this pattern for the mesh. You can see that there are 3 chain spaces here. Below them, 2 single crochets are skipped and left unworked. Continue working the chain stitches and single crochets below. We need to skip 3 single crochets without working them. At the motif intersection, continue to skip 2 stitches. The position where 2 stitches are skipped is also shown on the chart. At the corner position, skip 1 single crochet. Connect with 2 chain stitches. Everyone, refer to the pattern chart. Finish crocheting the first 3 sides. When you crochet the 4th side, continue along the previous position. Keep working the single crochets and chain stitches. Ignore the fabric piece below. After completing the 4th round, continue with the 5th to 7th rounds. Everyone, refer to the chart. Work the corresponding chain stitches, double crochets, and single crochets. There are no new stitches. For the 8th and 9th rounds, you need to join a new yarn and change colors. The single crochets in the 9th round are all worked into the chain spaces, with 3 chain stitches as an interval. Finish crocheting the remaining parts. After completing the 9th round, we'll work the row of single crochets left on fabric piece 2. Here, I'll demonstrate the method. Place fabric piece 2 facing up. Locate the farthest right position. We'll start from the single crochet on the left side of the joining point to attach the yarn. Pay attention when attaching the yarn here. Leave the yarn tail slightly longer. This makes it more convenient to weave in the ends later. Then, make 1 chain stitch. Start crocheting single crochets. Don't weave in the yarn tail yet. Continue working single crochets into each stitch. Keep crocheting until you reach the single crochet just before the connecting stitch on the left side. Now I finished crocheting the last single crochet. Next, break the yarn. Pull the yarn through. When you fasten off the yarn here, leave the end of the thread a little longer again. Then take out your sewing needle. Thread the yarn tail through the sewing needle. We'll secure the yarn tail in place. To make this angle slightly more rounded, As you can see, this way I've settled one of the gaps. For the other gap, you also follow the same method and settle it. Up to this point, the edging has been fully explained. Finally, let's look at the decorations. The decorations consist of 4 buttons. We will sew them onto the wrong side of fabric piece 1. Sew on 4 buttons evenly at the opening. Make sure you sew it up. Up to this point, the explanation for this pillowcase is complete. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website. Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.